Hi guys, Dr. Ashley here. So this is going to be a very difficult post. It's going to be very raw. But before I get into that, I'd like to go over the good things. Many of you know about our clinic here in the Woodlands, Texas, and how we see amazingly complex patients, the most complex patients, and some of the sickest patients. And we see incredible results. Our clinic is anointed by God to heal people. And many of you here on Facebook and my friends have experienced your own healing journeys here. So I just want to commend the Lord for that because he has touched us. With that said, I've experienced some of my own healing in my clinic and through the protocols and procedures I've created. And I am thankful to the Lord for that knowledge and insight as well. You guys have followed my health journey, and I have tried to be very transparent with my struggles, although I have to remain strong for my patients, so I can't just, tell you everything. But with that said, I have endured great health troubles and struggles for about 8 years now. And it came on after, I got back from the mission field in Africa. We tried to figure out exactly what was going on because it seemed to be so abrupt of an onset. But anyway, we've contributed it to mold. We've contributed it to Lyme, we've contributed it to Epstein-Barr virus. But the truth is, I've endured all of those things. We believe the Epstein-Barr is what caused my paralysis several years ago. 3 years ago, I endured paralysis and couldn't walk had to go through rehab for almost a year. But with that said, over the past 2 years, I've had a lot of chest discomfort, breathing difficulty, shortness of breath, increase palpitations and crushing sensations, which left me totally bedridden. And I would say that is probably some of the most difficult symptoms that I've endured is the chest pressure and pain. I was diagnosed with pericarditis. Many of you followed my journey going through that. Well, with that said, the pericarditis has a root, right? All inflammation has a root, and I'm just going to jump to it. I have breast implants. I have had breast implants since I was 19 years old before I started cheering professionally, and it was just part of the identity. Like, I'll be honest with you, I got them, I did. And I've had them this whole time, and there's that. I am the most crunchy, natural person on the planet. I don't do anything, but here I have these implants in my body, which makes me feel very incongruent with the message that I give you guys. And so there is some shame tied to that, but I'm not going to go into all that. Anyway, the truth is I've decided to remove them. And this may seem like, oh, it's not a big deal. Why are you crying, girl? No, it is actually a very dangerous procedure. It's a very long rehabilitation process and recovery. Many of you have gone through it, especially in a sensitive patient like myself. I've endured a lot of health trauma. This can be, a lot on someone. And so with that said, I'd like to just share my journey with you. I know we're going to do a really good job at documenting it, the whole journey. I am going to a doctor, the #1 explant specialist in the United States. His name is Dr. Whitfield. He's located in Austin, and I believe they've agreed to video this whole experience and share it with the public. I hope that it goes big, because the truth is, the beauty industry is a $1 billion industry, and many of you, I've spoken publicly about the dangers of Botox. I've spoken publicly about the dangers of facelifts and these dangerous procedures. But breast implants are very triggering to the immune system, which is where I believe a lot of my symptoms are coming from. My immune system is very glitchy. I'm very strong. I have excellent genetics. I mean, my genetics are like, I've got the best. But my immune system is so sensitive and it just responds to everything in a major way. And so Dr. Whitfield has done a lot of research on the fact that there's biofilm and there's bacterial infiltrates in and around these implants that can be triggering a constant immune response. Okay, there's even mold that can develop around the implants and trigger the immune system to respond regularly with inflammation and pain. And a lot of mine has been pain around the chest wall. And you may say, well, Dr. Ashley, that's like, duh, you should have got them taken out a long time ago. Okay, I'm a female. My femininity, my beauty, that's hard. That's hard to do something like this. Is hard for me to do. Okay, like it is. With that said, a lot of the symptoms I endure, which is chronic pain, I can't work out without the next day. I mean, my entire body is sore. Like it's really bizarre. I get shortness of breath. I mean, the symptoms are just really weird. And with that said, I've ran 26 marathons. I want to continue my activities. I want to be a vibrant mother. And I feel like God has led me to this decision. I've chosen to remove them. I know this is a long video. Many of you will not watch it, so I'm going to make a shorter one. But I would like for you to follow me on this journey. My date is scheduled. Last year when I posted a video about getting my implants removed, I removed that video because I decided not to do it. My surgery is scheduled for March 24th. Follow me on this journey.